Alright, so what we got going on here? This is the locker I designated for my tackle storage. For my boat, it has actually two live wells. There's one back there and I'm actually sitting on one. This is set up to be a live well. All it has is a drain plug. There's no fill connection to it. So I'm assuming when this boat was built, it was intended for some sort of live bait setup. I don't intend on using it that way, therefore I turned it into my locker storage for my tackle. Going through it, we're going to open up, we're going to find a bunch of these flat plano boxes. Actually, this is the only plano box I have. All the other ones are the Flambeau brand. But terminal tackle is going to be primarily what's in this one. So hooks, worm hooks. You're going to find some swim bait hooks in here. There'll be shaky head jigs, a bunch of jig heads, a little tool for clipping line off of lures, and there's some bullets, weights, and drop shot weights. And some wacky rig weights as well with the hooks. With that, I got short, shallow diving crankbaits. There's not a whole lot of them. I still got to build my arsenal with these, but it is coming. Over here, this is going to be the jig box. So a bunch of jigs in here. I got some trailers on here. I got chatterbaits over here as well. All of these little Flambeau boxes, they have the blue tabs in here. These are called the Z-Rust. I guess there's some sort of anti-rust ability that these things have. So I just stuck them in here. I don't know if it works, but you know what can I lose? This is my top side box. So I got walkers over here. Got some more walkers to spook in there. Some bunch of poppers. So like the Rebel Poppers. There's a Livingston Pro Sizzle in here. He's got the EVS, so electronic bait fish sounds. A couple of buzz baits. I got the hula popper in here, and then there's a Hendon torpedo, and then there's this odd bait, which really I don't know what it was intended to catch or what it does actually. Next down the line we got swim baits, jerk baits, and wake baits. Okay, there's a propeller one in there too. So a bunch of big jointed swim baits. This I think is a big old pike bait, which I have for some reason. There's the S Waver from River to Sea, big bait. I have yet to use it, but it looks like it would catch some big fish. Some suspending jerk baits and some floating minnows all the way over here. Down here at the bottom is going to be my deep diving crankbaits, and got some trolling crankbaits over here. Once again, building my arsenal still. There's some odds and end plastics in here. The boat keys I keep in this locker as well. Some extra line. I got 3 little tackle boxes. I got inline spinners and lipless crankbaits in this one. I haven't fished a whole lot of lipless crankbaits, which is why I don't have too many. Most of what I fish is soft plastic. So, but if I feel like the fish are biting aggressive, I will start throwing some of these. Spoon box. Nothing spoons in this one. I don't do a whole lot of spoon fishing, but when I do, it's pretty fun actually. Frog box. You got some River to Sea. I think they're called Spit and Waz, Pad Crashers, and some of these other stuff. I don't remember the brand of these brand of these lures. Spinnerbait box. I don't know how many it can hold, but it looks like quite a few spinnerbaits. I think I got that from Tackle Warehouse or Bass Pro Shops. I got 5 different Ziploc bags, all of them sorted in some sort of fashion. This is going to be swim baits, paddle tape swim baits, or fish type looking baits. Worms, curly tail worms, or finesse worms is what's in this bag. This is just a random bag. The Genius bait, I did a review on this one. This was in my tackle, or my Lucky Tackle Box subscription. The only reason that it's kind of separated out is because it's got liquid in it, and it dumped on in my tackle box that I had. Made kind of a mess, so that's why it's out. I keep it upright, just in case. This bag is the Fast Member bag that I got for joining bass. I keep just kind of odds and ends in there, some extra line, some low pound line. I got some random weights, the bass attractants that I use, some giant bobber. I got some pliers in there, there's a little flashlight, and there's some extra drop shot lines in there that are already rigged up for different lengths. This one is going to be the crawdad style baits. So there's some Gambler BB crickets in there. There's what else we got? Gambler BB crickets. There's a Z-Man crawdads. Some Gambler why not? So crawfish style baits. We got wacky worms and Senko style baits, so a bunch of stick baits. I got yum dingers in here. There's the Strike King shimmy sticks. There's some venom lures in here. The Havoc Moneymaker and Big Bite baits, Senko style baits. Last, this is going to be the creature bait box or bag. It's going to have the plastic toads in here. It's got lizards. It's got some of these, the Z-Man hula sticks. And all of my tubes are in this one as well. Panfish Box is going to be mainly the little jig heads for panfish. I got some inline spinners, tiny hooks for it, some feather jigs, and it's got the little crappie assortment and some other of these little plastics for crappie, bluegill, white perch, all that stuff. So for the most part, that's pretty much it. I keep a pair of scissors in here as well. There's a random bobber and hook from my kid's pool that I pulled off. But for the most part, this is it. This is how I store all my tackle. I just like it all being in one spot. I used to have like a little bit here, a little bit there, some back there. It was just ridiculous how spread out this stuff was. Now it's all located in one spot, right? All of my plastics are here in some sort of organized fashion. Spinner baits, whatever I think I might want is going to be in this locker. The one thing that I really do to organize the stack here is whatever I'm probably not going to use is going to go on the bottom. So probably going to go with the jerks and the swim baits in there on the bottom, deep divers, just kind of in order of how I think I'm going to use them. I get the jig box up here on top of my plastics. Let's see, it's going to be the topside box, shallow crankbaits, and then my terminal tackle box. Always keep the terminal tackle box on top because I use my soft plastics all the time. I'm going to use the different hooks or the different jig heads, so I want to have that easily accessible. My boxes all just kind of slide down here. These ones sit next to each other upright, right here. My other bag goes right here. I always have a pair of forceps easily accessible. Normally what I do when I go fishing is I clip them right here. Right, just clip them right there. That way they're right there whenever I got a fishing line. I'm not digging in my locker because they've, bumping on the road going down to the lake. They've fallen down to the bottom and I got to dig around. They're just right there. Okay, keep them separated right there on top of my bag, along with my little scissors that I love so much. Talked about in my spooling bait caster video. So keep those there. I have another big pair of scissors, some extra line just cause. Boat keys, keep them here as well. Genius bait. Separate, I just throw it right down in here. And then the random plastics as well. But that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, comment. Tell your friends. Thanks.